Have you been waking up at 3 a.m. for no clear reason? Your eyes suddenly wide open, your heart slightly racing, and your mind already thinking about everything at once? You try to fall back asleep, but instead you feel restless, alert, almost wired. Sound familiar? What if this isn't just normal aging, but a hidden signal from your body that something is out of balance? And here's something even more surprising. Could that same issue be quietly contributing to stubborn belly fat that just won't go away? No matter how healthy you eat or how much you try to stay active? Why does this pattern seem to affect so many people over 60? And more importantly, is there a natural way to fix it without relying on sleeping pills or complicated routines? Most people never connect these dots. They think poor sleep is just part of getting older. But what if the real cause is something happening deep inside your body every single night? Something that can actually be corrected? In this video, you will discover what's really happening in your body when you wake up at 3 a.m., how cortisol may be disrupting your sleep and increasing belly fat, and simple natural ways to reset your system so you can sleep deeply, feel calmer, and support a healthier metabolism. Before we get into it, can you do us a quick favor? Like this video and subscribe to join our healthy community. Also, tell me your age in the comments and say if you usually wake up at 3 a.m. Alright, let's get started. Secret number 6. The midnight blood sugar drop and nighttime remedies. Secret number 6 is something most people completely overlook, yet it could be the exact reason you keep waking up in the middle of the night. Your blood sugar dropping too low while you sleep. Between 1 and 3 a.m., your liver is working at its peak, breaking down toxins, hormones, and fats. At the same time, your blood sugar naturally begins to dip. Under normal conditions, your liver releases a steady, controlled amount of glucose to keep your brain and body stable. But if your liver is stressed, sluggish, or inflamed, something very common after 60, this process becomes unstable. Your blood sugar can drop too quickly, and your brain interprets that as a threat. Instantly, it triggers a stress response by releasing cortisol, your emergency hormone. This spike in cortisol shuts down melatonin, your sleep hormone, and suddenly you are awake, alert, and often overwhelmed by racing thoughts that seem to come out of nowhere. So the goal here is simple but powerful: prevent that nighttime blood sugar crash. One of the easiest ways to do this is by giving your body a slow, steady fuel source before bed. If you tolerate dairy, drinking about half a cup of plain, unsweetened whole milk kefir roughly 1 hour before sleep can make a significant difference. Kefir contains natural lactose, which releases glucose gradually into your bloodstream, helping to stabilize your blood sugar throughout the night. It also provides slow-digesting protein that gently supports your liver, reducing the need for a cortisol spike. On top of that, kefir has been shown to increase GABA, a calming neurotransmitter that helps your body relax and transition into deeper sleep. Now, if you also experience tightness in your neck and shoulders, that is a strong sign your nervous system is stuck in a stress state. In that case, adding magnesium glycinate, around 200 to 400 milligrams before bed, can be extremely effective. Magnesium, combined with glycine, helps increase GABA levels, relax your muscles, and quiet the stress response. Together, this simple combination supports stable blood sugar, lowers cortisol, and helps you sleep more deeply without interruption. Secret number 5, calming the nervous system, aromatherapy and breathing. Even when you're doing everything right, your body can still stay stuck in a hyper-alert state, and that is often what keeps older adults waking up at night with a racing heart, tense muscles, or a mind that refuses to shut off. That is why this secret reset matters so much. Before you can sleep better, you have to send your brain a signal that it is safe to relax. One of the simplest tools for this is lavender essential oil. Lavender contains linalool, a compound linked to calming effects on the nervous system, and research has repeatedly found that inhaled lavender can improve sleep quality, reduce insomnia symptoms, and support relaxation. A 2024 randomized trial in postmenopausal women with insomnia found that lavender inhalation before bedtime improved overall quality of life and showed better sleep-related outcomes over time in the aroma group. Earlier clinical studies also reported improvements in sleep onset and subjective sleep quality after lavender aromatherapy, and a systematic review found inhalation aromatherapy to be effective for sleep problems, with lavender showing the strongest effect among single aromas. The practical method is very simple. Put a few drops on a tissue or cotton pad near your bed and breathe it in as you fall asleep. You do not need to use a lot. Consistency matters more than quantity. If you wake up in the early morning and your body feels on, then breathing becomes the second part of this reset. Slow nasal inhalation, followed by a gentle, longer exhale through the mouth, can help activate the vagus nerve, lower heart rate, and shift the body out of fight or flight mode. This is not magic. It is a nervous system cue, and it works because the body responds to slow, controlled breathing by reducing stress arousal. For many people, this combination of lavender and breathing creates a very effective bedtime routine, especially when stress, anxiety, or overthinking are part of the problem. The goal is not only to fall asleep faster, but to stay asleep longer without that sudden 1 a.m. or 3 a.m. jolt. If your sleep issues are tied to tension and nighttime alertness, this reset can be one of the fastest natural ways to calm the system and make your nights feel safer again. Secret number 4, morning routine: hydration, sunlight, and screens. Now that you're starting to sleep better, the next goal is to prevent that cortisol spike from happening in the first place, starting the moment your day begins. One simple habit can make a big difference. Before bed, place a bottle of water on your nightstand and add about 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. If possible, choose Celtic sea salt, Himalayan sea salt, or Redmond real salt, because these are often valued for their natural trace mineral content and are commonly used in wellness routines. Then, when you wake up, shake the bottle and drink it right away. Why does this matter? Because while you sleep, your body loses fluids and electrolytes through breathing and sweating. So, even if you do not feel obviously thirsty, you may still wake up slightly dehydrated. When that happens, your body has to work harder to regulate blood pressure, maintain energy, and keep you functioning properly. To compensate, it may release more cortisol, which is why so many people wake up feeling tense, foggy, or uneasy for no clear reason. Starting your morning with water and a small amount of salt can help replenish what was lost overnight, support hydration, and give your system a calmer, more stable start. It is also very important to keep your phone in another room and avoid screens for at least 45 minutes after waking. Blue light, notifications, and immediate mental stimulation can push your brain straight into stress mode before the day has even begun. If you rely on your phone for an alarm, get a separate alarm clock and leave the device out of reach. That small change can protect your mind from instant overstimulation and help you stay more grounded in the morning. Finally, try to get outside within the first hour after waking. Morning sunlight sends a powerful signal to the brain's master clock, the SCN, helping reset your circadian rhythm and telling your body that the day has started. This supports a healthier cortisol pattern in the morning and a better melatonin pattern at night. Even 10 to 15 minutes of natural light, ideally without sunglasses, can help regulate your sleep-wake cycle, improve alertness, and make your energy feel steadier throughout the day. Over time, this routine can help you wake up calmer, sleep better, and feel less stressed from morning to night. Secret number 3, dietary habits and brain nutrients. What you eat in the morning can have a huge impact on how calm or stressed you feel for the rest of the day, because the first meal sets the tone for your blood sugar, your nervous system, and even your sleep later that night. The worst thing you can do after waking up is reach for sugary cereal, refined carbs, or a breakfast that sends your blood sugar soaring and then crashing soon after. That crash can trigger another cortisol spike, leaving you more anxious, more tired, and more likely to feel wired again by the afternoon. Instead, the goal is to eat in a way that supports the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the part of your body responsible for digestion, rest, and recovery. One of the best ways to do that is by giving your brain the raw materials it needs to make acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that helps calm the nervous system. Since choline is a precursor to acetylcholine, foods rich in choline can be especially helpful, and egg yolks are one of the best sources, That is why eating 2 to 4 eggs for breakfast can be a powerful way to support lower stress, steadier energy, and a more balanced cortisol response. Other excellent choices include smoked salmon, avocado, and pâtés made from organ meats, since these foods also provide B12, which is important for healthy nerves and proper brain function. 2 other nutrients that deserve attention are vitamin B1 and vitamin B5, because they help support the body's stress response and energy production. You can get both naturally from nutritional yeast, and many people like adding it to eggs in the morning, or sprinkling it over a salad later in the day. Some also notice that nutritional yeast helps them feel calmer fairly quickly, likely because it supports the nutrients involved in nerve signaling and relaxation. You can also include sunflower seeds, beef liver, and ground flax seeds in your routine to keep your body better nourished throughout the day. And if stress starts building as the day goes on, be careful with caffeine. Try limiting yourself to just 1 cup of coffee in the morning and stop drinking it after 10 a.m. Caffeine stays in the body for hours and can easily interfere with sleep if you drink it too late. A better option for many people is green tea, which contains L-theanine, an amino acid known for helping promote calm focus without making you sleepy. It can help you feel more steady, alert, and relaxed at the same time. Secret number 2, the cortisol belly fat mechanism and protecting your liver. Have you ever noticed that when your sleep gets worse, your belly seems to get softer, fuller, and harder to lose? That is not a coincidence. Your body was never designed to live in a constant state of fight or flight. But when stress and poor sleep keep cortisol elevated for too long, your blood sugar tends to stay elevated as well. And when that happens, your liver has no choice but to keep converting the excess glucose into fat for storage. A lot of that fat is stored around the abdomen, which is why stubborn belly fat is often one of the clearest signs that the body has been stuck in survival mode for too long. The good news is that when cortisol comes down and sleep improves, the body can begin shifting back into repair mode, making it easier to burn fat for energy instead of storing it. As that happens, sugar cravings usually decrease too, and diet and exercise become much more effective. To address the liver stress that can keep cortisol high at night, one of the smartest changes you can make is to stop grazing all day and start eating 2 to 3 solid meals with plenty of protein and healthy fats. This helps stabilize insulin and blood sugar, which can reduce liver inflammation and support more stable cortisol patterns through the night. Another important step is to stop eating at least 3 to 4 hours before bed. If your body is still busy digesting food late at night, it has less energy available for fat burning, liver repair, and deep sleep. For example, if you go to bed at 11 p.m., try to finish all calories by 8 p.m. at the latest, with the possible exception of a small amount of kefir if you use it as part of your nighttime sleep routine. You also want to protect your liver from the foods that keep it overworked. That means cutting out refined sugar, heavily processed foods, fast food, and especially inflammatory oils that can interfere with liver healing. Instead, focus on simple whole foods with one ingredient whenever possible, and choose natural fats like saturated and monounsaturated fats that are easier for the body to handle. When the liver is less inflamed and better supported, it can do its job more efficiently, helping your energy stay steadier at night and reducing the chances that you wake up again feeling stressed, hungry, or restless. Secret number 1. Target supplements and probiotics. For the small group of people who are still struggling to sleep well, even after improving their routine, there are a few targeted supplements and calming herbs worth considering. Adaptogens and nervines such as ashwagandha, lemon balm, tart cherry, and the amino acid tryptophan may help your nervous system handle stress more effectively, which can make it easier to relax at night, support deeper sleep, and reduce the stress patterns that often contribute to stubborn belly fat. These ingredients are often used because they work with the body rather than forcing it into a state of sedation. In my experience, lemon balm is one of the most soothing options, and many people like it because it feels gentle yet effective as part of a nighttime routine. If you decide to use a sleep supplement, the most important thing is choosing one with a simple formula, clear ingredients, and a purpose that matches your specific sleep issue rather than taking random products without a plan. There is also growing interest in the role of probiotics in sleep and stress control. Certain beneficial bacteria appear to support the gut-brain connection, which matters because the gut and the nervous system are deeply linked. For example, Lactobacillus rhamnosus, which can be found in live cultured Greek yogurt, has been associated with vagus nerve activity and lower stress signaling. Bifidobacterium longum, which is present in kefir, has been studied for its ability to reduce cortisol spikes during periods of pressure. Lactobacillus plantarum, commonly found in fermented foods like sauerkraut and brine-fermented pickles, may support serotonin production, helping stabilize mood and calm inflammation. And Lactococcus lactis, which is found in traditional buttermilk and some aged cheeses, may support antioxidant defenses and help the body maintain healthier nighttime melatonin release. What all of this tells us is that sleep is not just about closing your eyes and hoping for the best. It depends on how well your brain, gut, hormones, and stress response are working together. That is why, for some people, the final piece of the puzzle is not another sleep trick, but a more targeted support system that helps the body regulate itself naturally. When used correctly, these supplements and probiotic-rich foods can become a powerful part of a larger plan to sleep more deeply, wake up calmer, and feel more balanced overall. That's everything you need to start waking up calmer, sleeping deeper, and taking back control of your nights. If this video helped you, make sure to like it right now and subscribe for more simple, science-backed, natural health tips. Share your questions in the comments below and I'll do my best to you as soon as possible. Your experience matters too, so tell me which tip you want to try first, or which one you already use. And if you know someone who keeps waking up at 3 a.m., send this video to them today. Thanks for watching, and I wish you better sleep, better health, and a more peaceful life.